Shit happens, let's move on. Hey guys, welcome back to Cheeky Masters podcast, a podcast that's all about cricket and the banter that comes with it. I know shit happened. I think let's move on, right? Like what's there to discuss, right? Some small there happened.
So Sumit, it was shit for you, but not for us.
No, I think
Why should we move on?
Yes.
I believe every cricketing country except Australia is happy about that match. Every cricketing country is happy about that.
To be very fair, I'm sad, but to be very fair, the Aussie community online were not phased by it for some reason. I don't know. That's why I posted for Richardson a few days back, right? Like, what does he have to do to get out of team? I think Finch will have to kill a child on the ground with a bat to have a negative image amongst fans in Australia. I don't know why, but ठीक है यार, अब क्या बोले हो जाता. हाँ, I had one line, Akshay. I had one line for you. Maybe you'll not agree to it, but you like it's for you. लड़के हैं हो जाता है. No. No, okay.
Just for context for everyone, Australia basically lost against Zimbabwe. One of the biggest ODI defeats from the inception of cricket. So
I think in this decade, definitely one of the biggest upsets this decade. I'll
Brings back those memories of 2011 World Cup, and those were the times, right, that we used to see upsets like this, like Ireland beating England. Those kind of things used to happen. This is something that has happened in a very long time, truly.
13 years.
This kind of beating, because it's not like and it's not like Australia were playing with the second string side like some teams do at times, right? For example, England played with the second string side against Pakistan. India played with a third string or fourth string side against Zimbabwe, except KL also second string. So yeah. But then Australia came up with their best team possible, the best team that they could have afforded. And,
I remember one of you pinged me and said कि like इसके लिए podcast के लिए, and I was thinking, I told Akshay, I think I'm trying to find an excuse. Right? Like I'm trying. There is no excuse.
Pat Cummins नहीं था. That was something you can go.
Cummins नहीं था.
तो मैं भी बोलेगा ठीक है फिर. I'll also attack.
No, dude.
Tell me, Sumit, the ball which Smith went out to was a very good delivery. He could not judge. He has been playing that ball in Australia since the day he was born, right? He started putting his bat up, right? Cricket. He has been playing these type of deliveries in Australia, right?
Yep.
But he misjudged, and I don't know.
See, I'll not blame Smith just for one reason. दोनों मैच में इससे पहले he has been the backbone, right? अगर एक मैच नहीं परफॉर्म किया तो I'm still fine with him. I'm mad at the rest of them. Like it looks like top order तो है ही नहीं वैसे, to be honest. Finch तो मतलब
Warner's crying. Warner's like अकेले क्या करूं?
I was trying to find that interview that he did, and let me get it right. But like he said that nobody used their minds, like no batsman used their mind, and that's where they lost. Not the bowling. Never blame the bowling, right? People were making jokes कि Hazelwood का fastest 100 हुआ है wickets, Stark to fastest 200, but क्या फायदा हुआ था? नहीं भाई, bowling अच्छी की लड़के. Bowling was fine. Right, bowling was fine. Batting was shit, dude. And it was Zimbabwe. It tells you something. अगर ball हल्का सा भी spin हुआ है laterally, right? थोड़ा सा भी गया, done and dusted basically. Swing तो हटा ही दो. Spin अगर lateral movement हुआ है तो like vertical ठीक है. Lateral Australia like I'm head out. Like.
So basically Australia is saying that we can handle the bounce, but please ball को left right मत करो. We don't do that here.
Magic with the fuck. Wait.
Sumit, was that a wake up call? Was it a wake up call before World Cup that don't be overconfident?
See, I'll be overconfident. It's a World Cup. It's Australia. It's a World Cup. Let's go.
I was not talking about the cricketers, just for you.
I'm talking about myself only. Australia, it's World Cup. I have bought the t-shirt. Let's go. Right. But no, I bought a very useless t-shirt. I'll come to that later. Right. But no, as a team, dude, see, Finch is not performing. If it were England, they would have pushed him out and made anybody, like Pat Cummins the captain. It doesn't matter, right? We have discussed this multiple times. White ball cricket doesn't need a captain anymore, maybe. Right? That's where it is heading. And Pat Cummins would be able to do the job. But I think they have, because Finch has won the last World Cup, they are clinging to it. And he was one of the players who played good part in 2015 World Cup also for them and 2019. So that's why they have a World Cup thing with him. I think they'll stick by him. But to me, it looks like if he wins or loses, this is the last of his career, basically. This has to get over now for him, at least in T20. साइड नहीं बदल सकते भाई, क्या चेंज करोगे? सारे मेन प्लेयर थे. मैं बहुत ढूंढा, like I tried like ठीक है, मार्च को चोट लगी, like somebody, but no, it was
as
like,
I said, no, the only point that you
maybe we needed Marnus, like no.
Cummins is the only option.
Right, so these were the three options, right? Marsh, Marnus, Cummins. But this is still their full strength side. So this was just ridiculous, basically, to lose. And have you seen the shots that they played to get out? एक तो full toss पे out हुआ है.
Yes, the fifth over.
I'm coming back to Hindi. Sorry for that, but like it's so annoying. It's a spinner. I get it. It's a spinner, but it's a full toss. It was a full toss. He hit it to mid on. A spinner. Full toss. Mid on. Go kill yourself, dude. What the fuck are you doing, dude? And Stoinis a wicket. Oh God. There was no seam. Commentator said, oh, sharp seam. No seam. It's a straight delivery. Nothing happened. He just put his bat and pulled it back. It's like, oh God. Shuru mein swing oriented, but God, that was awful. And Finch to obviously, Finch to Kohli Pro Max ho chuka hai. Like it's
Akshay, just a second. Akshay, I think this is how a frustrated fan looks like. I think we should frame this picture and put it in BCCI or CA's like reports, how a frustrated fan looks like.
Frustrated fans, he watches those YouTube channels only where the guy is like, Gali dera apni team ko. Oh, God awful. Okay, which brings me to one point. If my bashing is done, if somebody wants to go ahead, have your joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what I feel is that definitely, like Australia lost, and it is not going to. I'm not saying that their batters did well enough or something. Sometimes there will be days that, right? You cannot expect Steve Smith or even any batter to perform in every match. Like this time, Warner stepped up. Some other day, Smith has stepped up. So individual failures are fine, but there's the role of captain. I mean, I remember him wasting two absolute pathetic reviews. Like I think even Virat Kohli won't waste those reviews.
Even Watson won't do that.
Yeah, really, that would be a better example. But yes, the most underrated all-rounder there.
True.
I mean, today I was watching a video on it. Yeah. I think I shared it with you as well. So that's it. All right. So I'm not surprised with batting play. For example, this Stoinis guy, he's not made for ODIs. I'm not sure why is he still playing.
He played.
Bring anyone from domestic, right? Bring anyone.
He played one.
Travis Head is coming in a corner. Like, why is he dropped? Why is he not there in the team if you're playing Stoinis? What is it that Travis Head is also all-rounder as such, right? You have already enough pace here option. Like Cameron, yes, he's also bowling. So how many pace bowling all-rounder do
you look at the stats of Australia in ODIs for last 1 year or so maybe, and it's pathetic. Like they have a league right now, right, to qualify for the next World Cup. I think Australia was in the bottom of it for the majority. Like Zimbabwe के साथ 2 win के बाद शायद वो बीच में आए हैं. Something like that. So it's been very pathetic for them in ODI. I think we have discussed this before, right? Akshay, I think you brought it up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we discussed, right, ki because of the excess focus on test and obviously T20s for money and test for pride. ODI is kind of like that, वो बीच वाला child हो गया वो बेचारा, ना वो मम्मी का favorite है ना वो पापा को, बहन का लौड़ा खुद ही किसी तरह survive कर रहा है, right? So sorry for the middle childs out there. I didn't want to call you bहन का लौड़ा, but you must very well be, right? That's what has happened, right? It happens. So I'm not the middle child. But so that's what has happened with ODI. They're not able to figure out, right? Like, do they need a Marnus? or as you said, Travis Head in the team to stabilize, or do they need, or Sean Marsh? Both शायद अफरीदी से बड़ा career होगा उसका, right? Maybe, or do you want your T20 specialists like Stoinis, Wade, or these guys into the team, right? Maxwell is there for sure. That I'll never remove. Maxwell is very important, right? He is the kind of batsman who can literally come at any point and can win the game for them from anywhere, right? So, and he has for them in the last, I think, quarter final of 2015 World Cup. And then in 19, he didn't work out much. That's why he was out of the team. Brought in back 2021.
He was also the second highest run scorer yesterday. So let's not forget that.
Yeah, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. I saw a stat that the Warner made, I think, 74 runs, and then the rest of the team made
94. Warner made 94.
Warner made 94, whatever, and the rest of the team made 40 runs of 90 balls. Like 9 wickets got lost on 40 runs of 90. I'll tell you. Okay, you get a very good ball, or you get not a good ball. You get out. You're a Smith, right? You got out. Fine. You're 2 wickets down. The next batsman that comes in has to play the shot that he knows. It's a situation where you don't have to come and hit every ball. Warner is there. Just shut the fuck up, take singles. No. What are singles? It's like, that's where you need somebody like Marnus, I guess. So my only excuse I could find out was Marnus making that team. But it's not an excuse even I can take. So, but I'll tell you one thing. I know you guys won't believe me. Right? Adi might, Akshat to nahi manega. But I did feel good about the Zimbabwe. Like, if you've seen the video montage by Cricket Australia after that, like how they were celebrating and all. I know they lost. Like, and Australia didn't even celebrate their victory. If you like, they got the cup, they didn't post about it at all. They got a cup, they didn't post about it. All the posts were for Zimbabwe winning, winning over Australia for the first time in Australia. So that part
No, that was a very good gesture, no doubt. That was a very good gesture because they maintained this very good thing. I don't think any other cricket board, to be very honest, is going to do that. That they give enough, exposure to Zimbabwe cricket at that moment. That this win for you is more important, much more important than our series win. Like our series win, everybody knew, even you knew that we are going to do this. But this
that was already there. But yeah, I get.
So I'll tell you, Sumit, why they are trying to do again somewhere. I think somewhere they are good trying to do, but again, they wanted to remove the spotlight also somewhere that they have lost the first match.
True.
So that's one part of it.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one more. Maybe they'll buy the spinner from them next time. Give him
and they can probably look for one guy who can play spin.
And tell me, Adi, one more thing, right? So isn't I'm trying to say Sumit isn't he acting like a Virat Kohli fan here, right? That Smith out.
He is frustrated fan. Virat fan.
Listen, I heard him. He's saying, "Arey, chalo Smith to अच्छे ball में out हो गया." Isn't that is how you see Virat Kohli fans? These days.
Two matches he won them. How is that close to Virat?
I'm just talking about third match.
3 saal se if he was not winning, even I would have. I'm throwing him out of my T20 team. So that's what the next topic was. I bought a T-shirt for Cricket Australia jersey. Finally, I got it. I don't know how it will be. When it will come, I'll see, and then I'll be wearing that for our sessions. But I had to decide the name on it. Which name to get, right? And it was Maxwell, Warner, all of those. Stark was the first name. And I was like, I'll buy Smith, but he won't play in the 11, right? Like, I buy it because that's like, that's the Virat Kohli fan in me. That you can see. दिल में है, मुझे पता है, घंटा chance नहीं उसका. मैं खुद नहीं रखा उसको. See, that's the difference between a Virat Kohli fan and me. Don't insult me.
Just exclusively third match ka review. Overall, I know.
You mentioned that was a lot like Virat Kohli fan. And that's a fact. You have to accept it. Or you don't even
tell you one thing. Okay, so Akshay, which team's fan are you? Like in India, right? If India loses, nahi?
Obviously.
Okay, I heard Bangladesh. I thought I heard Bangladesh. I'm like, what? I know you're from Kolkata, but what the fuck, dude? No. Akshay is very right. Don't get the right. So if they lose to a smaller team, let's say, तो तुम क्या ही बोलोगे ना? Like, what's there? लड़के थे हो गया अब जा।
Adi, do you have Indian jersey?
No, not
They
the
order.
recent one.
If someone is
I
wearing
think I'll
Australian
get one
jersey,
because I think we should get Akshay can buy Bangladesh jersey if they
don't know.
qualify, and like three of us it is our favorite jerseys. That would be a good
England
deal.
jersey for sure. Now we are supposed to wear England jersey. We are overtaken them. So
Oh,
Economical damage. uh, no, that's good. And also he's getting his degree from Liverpool University, right, Akshay? So now wearing England jersey would make, he'll enter an interview wearing the English jersey. Oh, sorry, this was for Morgan and all. I didn't know you were hiring, but okay, I'm an MBA, let's go.
this is epic. Okay, let's move on to which was not a
precursor to the most anticipated match, I think, of this week, which was always the second one. First one was obviously anticipated, but now क्योंकि अब हिस्ट्री हो गई ना 1-1, how ICC apparently sets things up, एक Pakistan, एक India. So now if whoever wins this one is the dominant hand, right? Or if you want to set it up even better, if I were ICC or ACC, what is this? So Akhand Bharat kya tha?
ABCC, Akhand Bharat Cricket Council.
If I was part of that, right, Akhand Bharat Cricket Council, what I would have done is, don't hate me for this. I'm just saying what their minds would work like. They let Pakistan win today so that they can qualify, and then India versus Pakistan can be the final of Asia Cup at some point. That's my point, right? India and Pakistan both qualify. Now Pakistan obviously will win their semi-final. India will obviously win their semi-final. Then you'll have India versus Pakistan in final again another Sunday. So 3 Sundays. They're pulling crores and crores of viewership like nobody else, right? Not even football comes to that.
Even though, I think you're mentioning it right now, but that has been a clear-cut plan for this Asia Cup. That's how the schedule has been put. Because the only doubt was India, Pakistan, and Hong Kong are playing. So you clearly know who are going to be A1 and A2. So that A1 versus A2 will be on Sunday. We don't care who is A1 who is A2. Keep that on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's India, Pakistan, and because other teams are Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh, let's keep the next final on Sunday. So that was, in fact, I don't know if you're aware of it, but we don't have a semi-final in this Asia Cup. We have Super 4, so 4 teams have qualified, and every team will play against every team. Because otherwise, in semi-final, teams from same groups don't play against each other, right? So they would not have got a second match of India-Pakistan in here. So they have added that. And they have made sure 90% of the chances that India-Pakistan will be having 3 matches.
When you go fishing, jitna zor se kheech, they're just churning at this point. Makhan nikale ja rahe.
No, वो फेविकॉल का जोड़ वाला लगाया है एक बार में 5-6 आ रहा है.
हम लोग को थोड़ी we are getting what we want, right?
The more India Pakistan, the better, right? I have Akshay knows this, right? I have a NRI comedian, basically, Akash Singh. I like his work a lot, right? For some people can ignore it who are watching, but he makes a lot of jokes on his girlfriend and all of that. So it's very fun. You can check him out. Him, I messaged that he is watching India Pakistan for the first time. He's always lived in America. Australia nikalta mujhe, right? And he doesn't watch India Pakistan. This was the first match he watched, right? Like the one that India won. And I texted him, fuck Pakistan. Dude, I'm very happy that you're watching this. And uske podcast mein he said this, right? Him and there is an Sagar. Right? They said, I have what is your opinion and policy and everything over Pakistan? And he said, my policy is in just 2 words, fuck Pakistan. So I just, pinged him that, he liked it. I was like, damn. Right? This is NRIs who have never seen it. Not NRIs actually. People who were born in America, Indians who were born in America now, never saw cricket, are coming back to it through India-Pakistan. So that's amazing. All right.
That's the team.
Akshay, what happened? Hong Kong, Pakistan. What the fuck happened? Everybody.
Hong Kong,
I saw 2 overs only, and those were the best overs apparently to watch. Tell me what happened.
we were together, I think, bottles, right? So
Oh,
I was watching the match. Umesh was watching the match. मैं बोला भाई 3 बॉल में 2 विकेट चला गया है। मैं तो देखा क्या हो रहा है। It was 38 for 8 something. फिर बाद में थोड़ी देर बाद when I saw Shadab is on a hat-trick. मतलब what the fuck was going on in that match? No one knows.
back to back, two spinners are getting 2-3 wickets. Everyone like, yeah, like they say that this right बारात में आए क्या? हाँ, ये लोग बारात में ही आए थे, जल्दी में थे. They were in hurry. They got what they wanted and left. What the hell, man? But jokes aside, bowling was good. Like the balls that they were getting out were decent, like international level deliveries.
As an Indian fan, that's why I was very disappointed with the match because Hong Kong played decently enough. They scored around 150 and they got out at 38. The only happy people in India were RCB fans. I'm like, bro, now I'm scared for the Super Force. Like, this was, again, I think of all the matches that has been, played in this Asia Cup, even though it was against Hong Kong, that was the best bowling, innings, if I can say so. So I'm a bit worried about the match today. I'm glad that Dhani won't be playing. He's injured, so like, Naseem Shah को भी injured कर देना चाहिए.
No, dude, Jadeja was your savior that match. Even if you don't want to, we want to believe.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm saying we want to believe.
See, I'll actually talk about that. After this discussion, let's come back to what we are predicting for today's 11, and then we can discuss the impact of Akshar Patel, how like it changes from Jadeja.
एक गुजराती का एक गुज्जू आया है।
That's a
left arm spinner ही है, दोनों left arm
that's a
spinner.
reservation thing, 100%. Please don't put case against me. I'm just making a joke. No reservations. Nothing like that ever happens. Okay, so before we move on to teams and everything, right? The setup right now about India-Pakistan, right? How many injuries are going to happen to both sides before World Cup is over? Like, it's like a greater right now. Like, we have a greater, right? Like, you have a greater and like as a team लिए पूरी 30 लोगों की great करके निकले जा रहे injury के through लोग. Like, there is like I'm actually thinking कि Babar will have to bowl at some point, I guess. Like, what is happening, dude? They're just losing and then they're bringing teenagers in. They're bowling good, but still, come on. What happened?
Teenagers by certificate.
Good.
They have so again ball, right? It's a stone. So they are experienced.
Hey, yeah.
Umran Malik topic.
Enter an Umran Malik joke here. No, so yeah, definitely they do have some 18, 19-year-olds who can throw that stone or ball very fast. Apparently,
Having trained at an early age. So.
I have a bit bad joke, but I'll go with that.
Injury-wise, Pakistan will be more affected because India
will never be affected. You can lose the entire 11, you'll have another 11 ready already. You don't have a problem. Mayank Agrawal is not even in the squad. Right? You have players who are not even in the squad who can make any 11. Right? So India doesn't need to worry about it. But as predicted, I guess there are 2 players who have been running through for it. Let's go into the teams, right? There are 2 players who are running through everything as predicted by all 3 of us. We said, I think 3 players I said, but one of them is not working now. I don't know what to do. No. I didn't say KL Rahul. Thank God. I didn't say KL Rahul. I remember. But we both all 3 of us discussed Sky and Hardik. We were very high on Hardik, right? And he proved it. And again, Sky also we were very high on because, Mr. 360 right now, doing very well with good form. These 2 have been doing well. And I know Akshay would hate it, but Virat Kohli is doing well as well. I know that kind of inning is not required.
That's it today.
If
he's doing good today, I'll admit. If he's doing good today, I'll admit. For sure.
That kind of inning is not required.
Virat might get Akshay's approval today. That
If you're
would be a great
watching,
thing for him.
you can. I know this means more than Anushka's opinion of you, so make sure that you play well today.
Oh,
Again, guys, just joking. I know Virat Kohli fans are very like we got a message. I deleted it. I don't know if you guys saw it. We were discussing something about Kohli, and he was like, "तू रहता कहाँ है? मुझे पता है. मैं तेरे घर आके मारूंगा."
Oh my God, same. मैं घर के आके तुमको मारूंगा, निकाल दूंगा.
कौन था भाई? You should have shared the
अरे,
screenshot at least, man. I missed out on the
guys,
entertainment part.
random guys in like like Rajasthan, Gujarat, and all of those places. Like Papa की shop में.
Let's bring them to our podcast, man. We should have.
They'll not be able to string two sentences together.
Okay, let's move on to the 11.
Same 11 for
Yeah.
India, other than 1/4 change.
I think one.
See, I'll go ahead first, if I'm allowed. Right. So even though I would love to have KL Rahul replaced with Rishabh Pant, I'll tell you the reason why. That means that we have a left-handed player up front. We have Akshar Patel at number 7, and we can probably have a statue instead of Avesh Khan. And we'll still have 5 bowling option with Virat Kohli ready to bowl any other over if you want. So 5 plus, and we would have finisher in Dinesh Karthik as well. So that would be every role covered.
That is not going to happen. Right? Opening is going to be what it is. So shut the fuck up and go with the team that India is going to select.
Okay, yeah. So going with that,
Clear.
top 4 is clear. Top 4 is clear, right? And Hardik definitely comes in. Okay, let's follow. Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav. These are the top 4. And Hardik Pandya definitely comes in at number 5 or number 6. That I'm not sure, but he is there in. Now the only doubt is between Rishabh Pant and Dinesh Karthik. Now Dinesh Karthik hasn't failed, but he has not got the opportunity. Last match, what happened was they needed a middle order batsman, lefty middle order batsman, and Jadeja had to come in at 4. Now, Akshar Patel is not that capable of a batter, so I feel Rishabh Pant is going to get a nod, either in place of Dinesh Karthik or some way, but he is going to get the nod. That is for sure. And then we will have probably Akshar Patel and the other regular bowlers.
You have another force change, right? Avesh is not playing.
Right. He's so I think they'll bring a spinner because Hardik is bowling 4 overs. He's doing well enough. I'm actually disappointed. He's down with fever. I think he has taken sick leave. So we know how real that is.
Seriously?
Being in corporate. Yeah, he has been down with fever for 3
Actually,
days now.
No, I'm seeing Quick Buzz in probable 11. His name is there.
He might see. The point is that he has not practiced for 2 days, and even yesterday also he didn't come for the practice.
Yeah. Missed the
So
training on
we
the Tuesday.
feel
It's
that
very
might be.
stupid. Why did India do
And-
this? Why don't you have so many bowlers? Why take some extra pacers with you? What the fuck?
They have Deepak Chahar in the reserves. Like if the situation arises that he's not in the squad
Chahar-
anymore, then. But I don't think. What I'm saying is that Hardik is giving you 4 overs and Bhuvi is 4 over. Ashdeep, I'm very disappointed with his performance till now. Although I have huge expectations from him being a left-arm pacer, but I have been disappointed. He's going to get one more chance because Avesh was more pathetic than him. That's the only reason Ashdeep is going to play. So you have 3 pacers, and I think with Dubai pitch slowing down with time, this will be enough. And instead of Avesh, I'm hearing reports that we might play Ashwin or Bishnoi as
Shit.
We
India
might
is
see
losing
something
today.
like that.
This doesn't look good. To be honest,
Okay.
this doesn't look good. Right? Like I know Pakistan is not the best players of spin out there. Definitely not. But in the last match itself, and in series leading up to this, I don't think that was a problem.
I think the reason why they might go with Ashwin is because Pakistan have 2 or 3 left-handed batsmen in their 11, so they're going to play for that matchup, I believe.
So what are the changes in we got to know, right? You're predicting one change is that Pant can come in place of Karthik, right? Definite change is that instead of Jadeja you have Akshar, and then instead of Avesh might get one of Bishnoi and Ashwin, which would not be a good decision. As I'm sitting right now, I'm saying that obviously field पे कुछ भी change हो सकता है, but if I'm the paper pusher or decision maker in BCCI, I would not be happy with that. So these are the changes that are being affected. I hope Deepak Chahar plays if he's fit. Right. Again, see.
And again, if you're just putting 3 people instead of 3 people, you're missing out on Hardik. Like, who does he replace? That's the important question.
If you ever come to that will be very problematic. You don't have a replacement. But in any case.
No, I mean,
and ऊपर से आदि Dubai's pitch favors pace, right? So you can, it will be very bad if you play Ashwin.
As of right now,
I mean, just what I heard, right? Yeah, I'm not in favor of playing Ashwin. I would rather play a statue instead of
Ashwin.
So my 5 bowlers would be very simple, like Bhuvi, Arshdeep, Chahal. Arshdeep again not impressed, but he'll still be there. Bhuvi, Arshdeep, Chahal,
Kohli,
Hardik, and Akshar. And Kohli being the 6th guy. So this is what I would prefer. That would have me Pant also in the squad. Right.
What are the changes in Pakistan team? Because they are losing people here and there. What are the main changes?
Yeah. Actually, they have lost only one player, that Dahani, right-handed pacer guy, who had done decently till now. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but he was under shadow of Naseem Shawsar. So he's the one who's out. And we might see either Mohammad Hussain or Hassan Ali. I think I'm hoping it would be Hassan Ali. He is going to be a good matchup because Pakistani young pacers will do well, especially against India. Like, people have a habit of debuting well against India. Right? So
I don't want a new player doing well. I want a known idiot. Hassan Ali, that's fine. Right? India knows how to play him, so that's not going to be a problem. Okay, so not many changes there. Babar's form I wanted to discuss before we moved on to prediction. Babar recently in the last 2 matches, one against even Hong Kong, he's gotten out on a single-digit score, 9. Against India, he was out on 10 or 11, something like that. So,
Thank you, Virat Kohli.
But because that is a fact. What you are saying is a fact. Can you tell me what happened to everybody?
Yes. So basically, just before the start of tournament, actually, I'll go to history. Like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, there was a media interaction where some fan has said that they love Australian player or English player something, and Indians don't have that good batsmen. So Virat Kohli said that if you love someone outside of Indian player more, then you should move out of India.
Go to that country.
Yeah, move out of this country. Right. And then just before the start of Asia Cup, he went on to say that Babar Azam is the best batsman in the world right now, which is only 123rd incidence of Virat Kohli moving away from his words.
Yeah, if you we have discussed this. I know it's a character, like you shouldn't talk about this and all, but post-marriage Kohli and pre-marriage Kohli are 2 very different Kohlis altogether. I'm not blaming the wife. I'm just saying that there is a difference in the words said, in how he expressed himself and how he played, and how he's playing now and how he expressing himself. Just saying that. Okay. So moving on from that, obviously he said he's the number 1 batsman in the world, and obviously once Kohli supports anybody, right, they should immediately start crying because even the next 2 matches were pathetic. To be fair, the ball he got out to on Bhuvneshwar was masterfully placed. Like he said, Bhuvneshwar sets him up so good. Always does. His setup is always good. But
yes.
Yeah. So what's the prediction then, boys? BOIS.
I'm not very sure actually. See, I'm not going to support Pakistan, but this is going to be like last match was interesting. But I do feel this is more, equal match of sorts.
Chopra जैसे sound कर रहा है. India Pakistan. There should be India. There's no other team. घुमा फिरा के India Pakistan.
यार गाली दे दो, लेकिन ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हो? गाली दे दो ना, ऐसा क्यों बोलते हो?
It's like people calling me a Virat Kohli fan. I'm that offended. He's that offended now. Oh.
हर्षा भोगले फैन को आकाश चोपड़ा बना
दिया. I agree, Adi. But देखो, if it's India Pakistan, any situation, any century, any decade, it's always India.
Yeah. See, the right wing in Akshay is coming out. Okay. I'm supporting Dil Dil Hindustan. Right?
See, I'm supporting. There's no doubt. These are two very different things that I need people to be clear about. I'm supporting India 100%. 18 झंडा लेके आ जाऊंगा type. But if you're asking me for prediction rather than my opinion, I am going to say it's going to be a very good match. Support me, no doubt.
Cover up कर रहा है कैसे भी करके यार.
Pakistan. Say Pakistan. Say Pakistan. Don't be diplomatic. Say Pakistan.
No, I'm not. No.
Say Pakistan.
See, that's what I'm trying to say.
Say Pakistan.
Again, first match, I said it is going to be India. First match, I predicted India. Second match, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. Not happening.
Oh, God. Okay, so that's never happening.
Like, I'm not sure that's so much.
Pakistan. So no, even I'd agree. If, as I said, if I was the puppet master doing all of the puppeteering, what I would do is set it up so that whenever there is an India-Pakistan final, the last match, whatever the last match is, it will be balanced. It won't be one-sided going into the final. If I was there, Abhi, since you're telling me there are more matches left, I don't know. Anyway, then as long as India has Bhuvi, like just 3 players in the team, right? At this point, like Bhuvi, Sky, and Hardik, I don't think Pakistan has a chance. So no, going with India. Yeah. All right, let's meet after this match is over, and let's shit on Adi after that because he's supporting Pakistan. We'll meet you next time, guys. Yes.